bracket semifinal of Group B with Fly versus Chaemiko, Orc versus Human.
And what about the final ladder standing? Do you know when that is going to be snapped?
That is already done.
That's already done?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the very last chance to get some points then.
Indeed.
Ah, alright. Chaemiko has been playing pretty successfully recently in the Ro16 Cup qualifiers, has had some good successes there. In the past, we would have said that Fly has to be the big favorite in this matchup, but Fly not as active as he was in the past, and Chaemiko, he is keeping on grinding these hours, so I think we should have a very close game to our hands as we're starting on Last Refuge. Chaemiko played a lot of tower rushes in these games, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this here as well.
Me neither, as it is the standard in Human vs. Orc. Normally, if you are watching Chinese or Korean games, here comes Fly, by the way, looking for the steal. Didn't get it, got it? I'm not too sure, actually.
He did get it, keeps the Archmage on level 1 with this. If he gets every single creep here, the Archmage, oh my god, he got it again. And now the AM doesn't have the brilliance, or a brilliant last hitting, sorry for the pun here, by Fly. And that's a big problem. This limits the Archmage's possibilities severely.
That was absolutely fantastic by Fly. We, of course, know that he is super strong with the Blade Master. Has ever been that way, but it's kind of do or die for him, you know that as well. Sometimes he has this moves where he steals an entire creep camp. Sometimes he has the moves where he dies to creep camp, so this goes vice versa. But yeah, Fly, as you said, traveling a lot, working out a lot, visiting a lot of weddings at the moment, since it's kind of trendy in China to get married. But, on the other hand, he won the Sunmao 2 and 2 Cup together with 120 just last week.
Yeah, I mean, 2v2 we've seen in the past. Maybe you don't have to be that active to be successful there. Maybe good strategies can do this. We saw this in the past from Ted and Hainu. But well, he is no stranger to success, certainly. Archmage did get finally his level 2 here. Blade Master very close to it as well with the double circlet. Tech comparison. The Human actually slightly ahead. Wow. That's a rarity indeed. A Beastmaster push could be powerful, but usually is only very powerful with an accompanying level 3 Archmage, which is pretty much impossible to get early on this map.
I agree. If he's not going for a super weird creep camp that we all don't expect, because of course Fly cannot expect this as well, otherwise he's gonna be there and interrupt this, he will not find the level 2 Water Elementals, and then it's, I don't want to say it's easy to defend a Chaemiko Tower Rush, but you know, there are harder tasks for sure.
And how's he gonna get this? Maybe Militia creeping the Merchant would be an option here on tier 2. So he is tier 2 now, Chaemiko is. Here come the Sanctums, that's no surprise. But no second hero yet from the altar, so I guess it has to be the Beastmaster. Or is he seriously delaying it?
Yeah, I guess he's delaying it for solo experience on level 2, so he gets a little extra. And then goes into, as he's spawning 2 Arcane Sanctums, he goes into a later game. And we see this now with the Mountain King purchase. I like that, because with the tier 2 push is kind of do or die, and if you are not prepared as well as you could be, especially against a guy like Fly, then rather go for the late game where you think you have the better micro and you think you have the better control.
Yeah, I like that choice as well. Just when we see level 2 Archmages pushing across the map with that tower push, it's so rarely successful. Seems like only TH and Infi can make that work, so going more European style, if you want to call it that. One base, creeping, map control, Mountain King the perfect hero for this. I've seen some Blood Mage again as well. It was also in the Ro16 qualifier from Hawk's side. But that hero really desperately needs level 3. MK, kind of the same thing, but Stormball level 1, it's not amazing, but it still does something, you know. And this is a pretty good map to creep up your MK because there's 3 fairly big and not too hard to take out camps with the Merc camp, the lab, and the shop. But he's going for the natural now, doesn't have casters yet. Blade Master still only level 1, but with 1 footy kill, he will finally unlock Critical Strike. Oh, nice.
Beautiful dodge by Fly, and that way he gets the footman at the end, and he will also get the second one. So Chaemiko had the right idea here to disable the Blade Master to buy a little bit time for his footmen to evacuate out of that situation, but no, Fly seems to be on fire today.
A bit of a mistake there. He should have triggered the dust before using the Stormbolt, because a player like Fly will usually dodge those if he's given the opportunity. But alright, loses 2 footies with this. Not the end of the world, but certainly a problem if an engagement was to come soon. Fly had the opportunity after killing those 2 footies to say, alright, I'm gonna be aggressive now with my SH, but he decided not to. He wants to keep creeping, he wants to get level 3, that level 2 heal wave, of course, essential in the lane.
For Chaemiko, everything becomes a little easier now. He has one disable with the Stormbolt, plus he has more crowd control with the slow that is online now from the Sorcerer's Initiate, obviously. But there, in his base, is the first Wyvern, and dude, there's no tower.
Yeah, I just saw it as well, and there was like a time 2-3 months maybe when this was all the rage. We always saw a lumber mill to deal with this with the guard tower, but he doesn't have one, not even arcane yet. This is so annoying to deal with. What do? You could run home and spawn one water elemental in the main. That's actually what he did do. Alright, so this is gonna have to deal with the Wind Rider only by itself, but look how much he has to repair. This was so expensive, absolutely worth it.
Exactly, and he also has to rebuild a few peasants, I guess. He called a lot of militia, so his lumber is basically down. He has to repair again. He wasn't even mining for a short period of time, but he has an opening here, as the Blade Master is severely hurt. There is a big portion of invulnerability now, and of course the Shadow Hunter is slow, but if you catch him on the wrong foot, then a hero kill, against Fly especially, is certainly possible.
Yeah, but he's playing it slowly here. He doesn't want to commit too deep yet. Greater mana for his MK as well. Ooh, magnificent sweet item. Getting closer to 3. Archmage getting closer. Oh, actually, he solo crapped the MK. So he's still far away from level 4. But he's massing more and more casters. He's at 43 supply against the Orcs. 50 already here. Level 3 for the SH with this Water Elemental kill. And this could be the attack right now that he's looking for. But he's very close to the human main. This would be heavy militia supported.
That is correct. Can he afford it though? Yeah, he does have enough lumber, and of course the peasants in the gold line will stay there. We get a few breakers, but I really like Fly's army composition. His Blade Master's not level 3, so he has to come up with some more damage, as he doesn't have critical strike or windwalk level 2, and that's exactly what the Wyvern is for. I mean, there's no defend, as it seems, on the footman, so he can attack basically everything, and it's good.
Alright, and here we go. Clap coming in. Not using the Stormbolt yet, I think. Blade Master dropping really low. There's the invul. And we'll have to heal along with it as well. MK, though, had the Spirit Link stolen, so he's pretty tanky. Reveal coming in as well. Blade Master gets healed up. We have to look at the SH's mana. How much does he have still left? 1 heal wave, and that will be it. He has a heal scroll as well. Pops that first. Scroll of speed as well to get out of this. Despite his hero level advantage, he doesn't seem to take the early engagement here. But the fight rages on. The shop is coming up in the back. Chaemiko is prioritizing the shop kill. I love this. There's going to be no more mana for this SH. And this is usually where the human starts to turn the fight around. But the Blade Master is finding more kills. He is level 3. Lots of mana to use as well. And the Wind Rider taking out these sorceresses one by one here, it seems. 10 supply lead for the Orc. But no healing, keep that in mind. MK has used the greater mana, still has more mana to use as well. Can certainly find some pickups with this. For example, the Wind Rider. As this one was storm bolted, and the Spirit Link will not quite be good enough to save it. It gets taken out. There's going to be another Water Elemental in a moment. But the two seem to disengage right now. The shop is coming up, and with that, Fly could decide to keep on pressuring.
I'm pretty surprised how long this Wyvern was in the air. It was kind of a back and forth for her, so she went a little forward, took a few hits, then got back, so she never was, or it never was, in this concave of casters. Oh, but now, Fly, is this one of your moments? One of your bad ones? The Shadow Hunter completely out of position, getting caught by the Stormbolt. Heavy damage on him. He has to use... Oh, he has to use the heal wave already. Invo post on the Mountain King, though, because Fly gets the counter surround. So, he almost burns his fingers there, but he got it, man.
He almost threw the game really hard there. Using the SH to cancel clarities, yeah, good idea. But not when it comes at the expense of losing the hero.
Nope.
Nice anti-surround there with the Blade Master, which could have really gone the other way. That was risky Fly once again.
But this is how he became a world champion in 2015. with that risky playstyle. If he's in tip-top shape, it works out oftentimes. But this was maybe Chaemiko's chance to win this game. He didn't capitalize from that little mistake. And so everything is back at 50-50, I guess.
Alright, and here engages again. Fly is feeling confident. He knows he took out most of the middle shot before. They cannot really be called by Chaemiko. And the clap is looking okay, but it's only level 1. MK's trouble with levels here once again coming to pass. When he's level 2 only, doesn't do too much, and now he's out of mana. He's far away from the fight. What's he doing? Buying heal scrolls? Maybe? I don't know. Everything's slowed on the orc side though. The walkers don't have too much mana. The critical point here to get past is like this timing right now. Chaemiko wants to go into upkeep and get a lot of breakers to seal all the Spirit Link. And he's getting closer.
Indeed, it's costing a lot of mana though. You see on a few breakers the mana is already quite low. Same goes for the casters. There's basically no slow available anymore. Maybe 2 or 3. So should he really focus on only breakers? I don't know. But he's going for the Sorcerer's Adept upgrade. So they have a bigger mana pool and higher mana regeneration. And with, okay, the Archmage is not getting any closer to level 4. So that's fine for him.
Invisibility might also be a handy save if he needs it, because the invols are gone. MK used that one earlier. He's pretty tanky though with his Rings of Protection, and now gets a heal potion as well. And the contain continues. Fly hesitant to move away, and here we go again. Or are we? Chaemiko repositioning. Spirit Link should not be a factor anymore. Here's the first Stormbolt to start off the fight. That's only level 1. It's not that much damage, so actually the Grunt does survive. Good micro Kodo coming forward, trying to devour. But good stutter stepping against this. Keeps it from happening. 59 supply already though for Fly. Still a 10 supply lead and then some.
Yeah, and Fly is constantly regenerating the mana on the Shadowhunter, plus he has a mana potion and a heal scroll on him, so he is so prepared. Same goes for the Blade Master, who has an invo potion, so keeping the shop control from the Goblin Merchant is so important for Fly, and he can afford it as well. The inventory for the Blade Master looks quite good actually, with 2 Circlets, Claws, Clap again, doing good damage towards the Raider here, but they are just, buffering some damage for the Blade Master, who's still untouched. Kodo Beast comes in, doesn't really get some, but this should be something for him. Can't really decide what to take. And now he got the breaker finally, and level 4 on the Shadowhunter. Looking good for Fly, way better than I expected, to be honest.
Everything's slowed down now. He doesn't have too many disenchants against this, but this damage from the human army is so insignificant. There's no level 2 Stormbolt. There's not even a water elemental out at the moment. Of course, Militia can't be called anymore. They've all been killed earlier.
Yeah, seriously, for Chaemiko, it's like throwing cotton at Fly, and if you look at these mighty grunts, then that doesn't care. They don't really care anymore about that. Next heal wave getting through and saving this Raider. Once again, good Micro Spirit Link reapplied, but not on everything.
The tug of war continues here. He's kiting as best as he can. Still doesn't get the kill. He needs a couple of kills. He needs what? 2, maybe 3 kills. Then he's level 3 MK. Maybe then that's gonna change the game. But it's so hard to get these kills with this cotton damage, as you said. He's even calling the militia from gold. He needs more assistance in this fight. He needs something to finally turn this around.
Blade Master got level 4. The towers are coming. The Mountain King is out of position. Will this be the winning move for Fly? No, because there is invisibility, but there's also Dispel against this. Invis again, and I guess there's no mana for Dispel anymore, but the Walkers, they take care of the Militia. Of course, extra damage from them. Blade Master comes out of the shadows, goes for the breaker here, and the Mountain King is saved and finally gets his level 3.
Doesn't have money though to buy any potions. He doesn't have gold income anymore. This was his last stand. This was the call to arms. And now the MK seems to be in deep trouble. He is not gonna get out of this one. Nice block there with the Raider. Wasn't even quite needed. And this must be it. Or can Chaemiko somehow fashion a comeback out of this? He cannot. It is 1-0 for Fly.
Damn, boy! What's up with the Juggernaut? He is showing off here. Chaemiko's problems, of course, the levels, big time. Right from the start, Fly was there with a great harass, and I mean, the creep route was pretty obvious, but the last hitting of the former world champion and WCG runner-up was impeccable, I guess. Really good. And then he also, like, the Wyvern idea was pretty nice. He always knew when to retreat a little. So many good decisions here by Fly, I think.
Also, a few, or at least one that stood out to me, curious one from the human side, was delaying the MK. That really came to bite him in the ass. If that guy had just picked up 2 or 3 more creeps along with the Archmage, he would have been level 3 much sooner. But this is like the typical human problem, which comes to pass on some maps, level 3 Archmage. It's all about level 3 Archmage. Are you gonna get it early or not? That determines your chances of that game severely.
True that. Now it's Chaemiko's map choice, and can you tell me if Remo is loud enough now, or if I have to get more quiet? Because
I boosted myself a little bit as well.
Okay. I had to change some sound settings for the Mjölbyland that was last weekend, so everything is a little fucked up, but with your help we can fix this.
There's no game invite yet though, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet. We don't have any results from the other games. Okay, game's up now. Terran stand LV.
Big drops on this map. Big drops pretty much everywhere.
Sounds cool now? I think it's better now. Okay, is it better or good? Like,
do we still need to boost someone? It's not so hard to do, so just let us know.
It's really easy, actually. Good. Alright. Nice to hear that. How was the cast on Sunday, by the way? Couldn't listen, unfortunately. No, that's not true. I watched the grand finals. It's like we had 3 days of Warcraft there in Mjölby, and we got to end our plays, and the first thing we do before getting food is like turn into the stream and watch your cast.
Don't forget to go ready, by the way.
Ooh.
Was pretty good. In the end, it was Hawk making it through. Chaemiko playing some, thank God. But I guess you still see that game. We didn't. I was expecting so many Breaker Wars because you know Human Mirror, Alchemist, New Meta, and stuff. But Chaemiko mixed it up. He tried to go tier 3. It was really cool how Hawk he lost the first game, I think it was, or the second. But then he figured him out. He knew how to counter the strategy, and Hawk coming through. And there was a lot of funny all chatting actually going on. There was so much bad manner on that day. Walker getting so pissed. I feel like Walker really threw his game against Hawk. Seems like once again the nerves, the emotions got to him.
Yeah, I saw that as well. That was quite funny. I didn't see the all chat, but I got I saw the last minutes of the game against Hawk. That was so sick.
Yeah, the level 3 Blood Mage. I thought that game was so over. And I still remember it exactly. He's on the south of Echo Isles next to the shop, and like, dude, why don't you buy a TP? There's a shop right next to you. You don't have healing. You don't have a scroll to run away. Everything's slow. Just TP the fuck away. But no, he was staying in there stubbornly. Maybe it's like when you play Orc long enough, you forget that there's TPs. There's just a sack of gold in your inventory at the start of the game, 175. You can sell it right away. Oh, that's nice, and I can buy a circlet from that. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But he's gonna have another chance. We're gonna have 2 more qualifiers for us Brain Cup.
Yeah. 1 open qualifier this Sunday and 1 last chance qualifier the Sunday after, which I'm not sure if we can cast that one because we're going to China again. And we have a few supporters coming in. Thanks for the sub, guys. First of all, White and Nerdy, also better known as Wan, subbing here. Thank you very much via your Amazon Prime. Metzger25 for 20 months. It's sick, man. Thank you so much for your long-time contribution to the stream. He says, und täglich grüßt das Murmeltier, which is basically like, it's Groundhog Day again. Great job, less than 3 back to Warcraft. Nihilik for 3 months, less than 3 from him as well. Nuikt and Disley Bear for 18 months, man. Long-time supporters and new ones. That's the nice mix that we want to have here. And with that being said, and with a big smile on our faces, we, at least mine, I can't see Remo's at the moment, we go into map 2. of Fly versus Chaemiko, where the Orc has the 1-0 lead. And as we said before, this is so important for him to get a better result than Colorful. If you drop out in the round of 16, you get 1 point. If you make it to the playoffs, you get 2 points. So if Fly makes it through and Colorful drops out, then he's basically qualified for GCS 2018 Summer Edition.
He's been there quite a few times. Chaemiko, he hasn't really been an offline event yet. No WCAs, no GCSs for him. We have, especially you have been praising him as an up-and-coming player for quite a while now. He has those sick early game micro moves, but in the super late game, like, there's still improvements to be made. He certainly has a decent chance here, I would say. Now, this is not the old Turner stand. This is the new Turner stand. The old one was really, really good for human. You get level 2 right away or can't do anything about that. And there's tons of green little camps sprinkled across the map. You get easy level 3. Orc base is easily accessible as well for tier 2 timing if you want to go for that. That was the old map. What's the new map like in this matchup? Honestly, I have not seen it once yet. So I can't really tell you, but from just a gut feeling, I would say it should be pretty good for the human, right? Can't you just go for the Merc Camp right away? That's level 2 again, and 2 items to grab up immediately. I don't think the Blade should be in time for this, but Fly seems to disagree because he's starting with an early shop and possibly a speed scroll move over.
I think it's a creep route from him. Or not. I thought he's going for the little green one next to the shop, then for the expansion in the bottom left, and then for the Murlocs. That is a really good creep route for the Blade Master. Very easy to do as well. But he has different plans, and this is something I'm really curious about. Like, we haven't seen too many important matches on Terranar Stand. Okay, he goes for the claws on this side. Seems to be a little easier. Do the pros have, like, new and super improved creep routes for Terranar Stand LV that they still did not show us? And wait for, like, super important matches to get them out?
Could be. Maybe if you're expecting to, like, face a race, especially that, you know, you don't feel too comfortable with, and you have a risky creep route that, if it pays off, is super beneficial, and you don't want to show it before. I could see that being the case, especially on this map, where, like, you can grab up so many big items so quickly. Book of the Dead comes to mind. By the way, you know what I found out recently on Two Rivers? Book of the Dead.
Maybe a special Remo creep route?
No, it's not special. Like, everything's easy to creep on that map.
Okay.
But Book of the Dead and Furbolgs share a cooldown.
What?
Yeah. And apparently, I don't know if that's true, but I guess that means that every consumable shares a cooldown? But that doesn't make sense, because Rod of Necromancy and Potion don't, so...
Yeah. Maybe it's summons that share a cooldown? Like summoned consumables?
Maybe, yeah. If they especially made a, like... a subgroup for that. Could be.
Well, so cool that we still learn new things in 2018 about Warcraft 3.
Speaking of Books of the Dead, by the way, they can be found here at the Enforcer camp. One of the things that we were complaining about, way too easy to pick up, as is on a lot of camps here on this map. But no, none of the players have gone for that yet. Tech-wise, the Orc is decently far ahead this time around. The Militia creep did take quite a few workers to accomplish here at the Mercenary camp. Blade Master in the middle was going for 2 claws, only found the ring and the gloves. Those are easy to grab up, but I think those drops are okay, but because they give very little experience. As you can see here, only 116 on his side, whereas the Archmage getting closer and closer to 3.
And has a big mana potion. This is gonna be so good for him. Additional Watt Elementals or Infinite Blizzard if he decides to switch later on, which is against Orc. Certainly a possibility. It's not, like, super normal because Hex and Ensnare, but, you know, still good damage. Close to tier 2 are both of them a little ahead as Fly, but they didn't touch each other yet, at least not too much. So the Blade Master continues to creep now. And Chaemiko, does he feel the pressure already? Do you see any kind of nervousness or him being hesitant so far?
I wouldn't say so in this game.
Me neither.
Certainly not. And I think he has reason to feel confident, because he is almost level 3 already. The old thing about Terranos Standstill is true with the new one. There's lots of little creeps everywhere. You can kill a couple of here with the Archmage, couple of here with the footies. There's no way the Blade Master can prevent all of these, but he is in position here to see the level up happening. Is Chaemiko gonna commit to the units or to the base? I think Fly might be happy if he just tries to go for unit kills. Shadow Priest was pretty nice. He gets one water elemental kill with this, but this was also 195 gold. The Berserker he definitely does not want to lose. In the middle we have the Beastmaster second. He's making his way across. And the tier 2 buildings are certainly open for business.
Yeah, he lost a footman though, so maybe not too much firepower, but Fly did not go for the 4 grunts. He went for 3 grunts and then mercenaries. One of them is already gone, the other one is severely hurt. And now with the Beastmaster coming up, really a good chance, as you said, for Chaemiko to kill anything here. I don't see a bestiary yet. Not even proxy or anything. Beastmaster and Quilby's now. 2 Quilby's going for the Lodge, and I think he can cancel that as well.
He killed the Berserker in the back as well. He did use 2 footies for that, but I guess that's okay. Question is he going to use the greater mana here? If he does, he should be able to keep this push going. This Lodge is cancelled. Beastmaster's going to die. That's a level 1 hero though. That's okay. Is he going to commit the greater mana? It might just be that he has to run away from Hex and Backstab. Mass damage onto the burrow. He really doesn't want to lose that one, but I believe he will. He blocks the SH with the Quilby, so he can't hex the Archmage. I don't know if it was intentional, but I think it was.
Let's assume it was. That was pretty good move. And now, Fly is supply stuck. Fly will be low on resources. Oh, almost losing that grunt as well. But also, Fly got a pretty decent amount of experience from all the summons and the Beastmaster. Still surprising that the Shadowhunter is 1.3 only to me. And now, Wommel in the back, Lodgen's Bestiary, and now he can't use any of his gold to get reinforcements. Beastmaster is coming back, plus priests. We don't have a lumber mill just yet. But Fly is spending resources on the tower rush, so that's... Or to defend the tower rush. So that's already good for Chaemiko, if his hero stays alive! Which it does, after a town portal.
Want to hang around there and use the Water Elemental, I guess, as distraction to keep the Orc from creeping, which it is doing. But yeah, he lost the TP for this, maybe not quite so necessary. That opens up a comeback potential for Fly now. If he kills this Archmage, the wheels will fall off of this push, so Chaemiko will have to go for a Potion of Healing or an Invul. Maybe not something that he wants to spend money on, as, for example, is the... power build here on the Arcane Sanctum. So he has 2 priests to start with. There's going to be 2 sorceresses coming out right now. Is this when the push begins? Police are called. It seems like it.
Off we go. Chaemiko's Tower Rush journey towards the south begins, and Fly was super lucky that his Lodge stays intact. It was just 20 HP or so that prevented him from getting destroyed, and now the Burrow is coming also pretty late. Fly is stuck at 38 supply. Chaemiko already at 41 and counting. Beastmaster has Ivory Towers, of course, as you said, a few potions on the Archmage. So I guess Fly's biggest chance is a hero focus here.
But how likely is that to succeed? Archmage is full HP. Plus he has the boots making him speedy once Hex is over, and he has the potion. And a greater mana. There should be a lot of water elementals along with this push. And he can't even dream of Dispel yet. This is the first walker. The second walker is coming out now. And then Disenchant is still far, far away. And now his army's caught out of position, far away from the towers. There's no way he'll be canceling those. Looks like a great start to this push for Chaemiko.
Yeah, he spent his resource on the Scroll of Healing, so he has to get away the first Headhunter, who's designed to kill the towers, because piercing damage is really good against upcoming towers. Was killed already, but on the same side, Fly is getting some of the reinforcements here, so 2 sorceresses gone. Less slow equals more damage, equals higher chances for Fly.
Yeah, and now he's out of slow, so he is going for the towers. Oh, the one of illusions around, but he can't connect with too much damage. Archmage still fairly healthy, still has the potion. He's trying to repair as best as he can. The first tower is down. This fight is all over the place at the moment. The Kodo Beast has eaten one of the Watch Elements, but there will be more and more of these. The greater mana had been used, but the next tower has fallen. Can he get the last one? It's about to finish in just a second. Which is stronger, the repair or the damage? It's really close. He gets the kill, but now his entire army is out of position. Everything's low. Scroll the Beast coming in a little bit late. Can he make his stand here? Can he repel Chaemiko? If he can, This is looking good for him, but everything for him is so low. The grunts in the front line are still fairly healthy, but more and more water elementals to which there still is no answer.
I think he has used all his consumables, Fly. So the Scroll of the Beast, the healed scroll, everything that was really, really good, well prepared, is gone now. And he has to rely on a few walkers that are hurt. He has to rely on the Kodo that is hurt. He has to rely on the Beastmaster that... Blade Master that is hurt, and still Chaemiko is pushing forward, has used the big mana potion now for the additional 2 water elementals. Blade Master really desperately needs a heal wave or something. Evacuates now with Windwalk. Heal potion being used on the Archmage as well. Beastmaster closer to level 2, but another heal wave to save a little bit. If the Kodo Beast falls, that would be massive. One of the biggest supporters for Fly at this point. And again, a tower is 50% up.
Can he get this one to complete? But it's only 1 tower. That's honestly not even all that bad. And what does it pressure? Only the barracks.
Well, I guess if the first tower's up, you like claim that position for you, and then you can build a few towers in the back because you always have that backup tower to fall into. And I don't think that Fly was in a position to fight into that tower. Now it's equal supply, and he kind of has to. But the first fight was already pretty close, and now with the addition of the tower, might tip the scales towards Chaemiko.
But after that fight, these Orc heroes have become really strong. Level 3 SH, level 4 Blade Master. Not the best inventory for damage, but it's gonna be really hard to bring him down. There's no Stormbolt, he has 11 armor. So
it's pretty sick, man.
It's pretty impossible to kill this guy.
Agility heroes, man. That's what they do. Yumiko Lumbermill gets killed, of course, to help the towers a bit to stay alive, since most of the damage is melee. And now, nice concave against this. He tears down the first one. Can he get the guard tower that is still intact? There's no repair from Chaemiko, so he gets rid of that one. But on what cost? Certainly a little bit of health. Oh, nice block from Chaemiko. The speed scroll can help him, though.
And now the towers are gone. Is this siege broken with this? More and more healing onto the Blade Master. He almost died there. Chaemiko tried to go for the surround. Looked like a bit of a Hail Mary play, because now, where's his damage? And he's actually going for the blade. Dude, that's not gonna work.
No.
It really isn't. Squirtling coming in as well. Or is it actually gonna work? He's taking tickle damage, but he's in range of the shop. He's gonna use the heal potion. And this is now where everything starts falling apart. Overcommitment. It hasn't worked. Chaemiko needs to get back. He needs to get home. There's no way this push is working anymore. But yeah, this was a strategy.
It's not really overcommitment for my taste, because like with the Beastmaster against heroes like this, what do you do in the late game? Like, there's no chance to win that game afterwards. So this was designed to win him the game, but it didn't. It failed. And 2-0 for Fly. First big surprise here in this qualifier, in my opinion.
And that was such a, like, it looked like such a good attempt.
Yes.
He got the Berserker kill. He almost got a Grunt kill. He delayed the tier 2 buildings by so long. He had towers in a good position. But those 2 sources pickoffs early on actually made such a massive difference there. It came really close, but Fly looking actually super strong here.
I agree, like way better than I expected. So maybe this shows that his fire is ignited once again, that he wants this GCS tournament and wants to participate again, even if he's not on that top 1 tier or the S tier of the scene with 1-0 TH and Lin. But it's the biggest tournament, it's our world championship, so Fly is doing his best actually to qualify. And who will be his opponent in the winner bracket? It's either Moon or TBC. We will find out who it is as the game is in Neddy's watch. And we check it out right now.